Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sebastian, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got an interesting show in store for you guys. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. So it looks like we got some more people weighing in on this Bronny James being drafted by the Lakers story, right? Everyone is talking about it. Even the Lakers head coach, JJ Redick, decided to address it yesterday during the press conference when Bronny was being introduced. And he was like, I just want to make it clear. Bronny earned this spot. No one gave him this spot, blah, 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 blah. And a bunch of different people reacted to it. Well, it turns out that a particular big name in media, in music and now in sports media, Mase from the show It Is What It Is, decided to weigh in on this. Now, as you guys know, Mase and Cam, they have the show. It's a great show that those guys have, hip-hop legends, obviously. So they sometimes agree on things, but sometimes disagree on things. But the way that they disagree on things is just it's so funny because they do it in this kind of like quiet kind of way, like, that's what you think? That's what you think? All right, okay. So you really think that? That's the way they do it, which is pretty funny. But apparently they were weighing in on the subject, right? They were weighing in on, Bronny being drafted by the Lakers. And a lot of people feel different ways about it. Some people are all for it. Some people are all against it. So Mase weighs in and he comes at it from a totally different angle. And Mase essentially says that if it was Kobe would have made Bronny earn it. And I was like, damn, Mase took it there. So for those of you who didn't hear what Mase had to say, we want to play what Mase had to say for you now, and then we're going to come back and react to his comments. Take a listen to Mase here.
I'm saying Kobe would have made him earn it. Kobe wouldn't have did this.
So you're saying that Bronny didn't earn it? That's what you're saying?
I'm not going on record saying he ain't earn it, but I'm saying Kobe wouldn't have wanted it this way. He would have wanted to earn it.
Okay.
Are you saying your thoughts or are you saying like the other side thoughts? Is this how?
No, that's
Mase
my
feels?
thought.
So you heard what Mase had to say there, right? So after he said that, I began to think back because I had remembered a time Kobe discussed participation trophies. I remembered him talking about that, how he didn't like the idea of that. I mean, Kobe was one of the people that was not a fan of the AAU system anyway, but that's a whole different story. So I went through the internet and I was actually able to find this audio, and it was actually during a sit down that Kobe Bryant had, I believe, on the Jimmy Kimmel show. And while he was there, he was discussing what it's like to coach his daughters and other players, right? And he gave a story of a time when they entered some type of a tournament, and his team came in 5th place in the tournament. So at the end of the tournament, they were basically getting ready to walk off, and they're like, no, you got to wait. Because we want to hand out trophies for 5th place, for the 5th place people that came in 5th place. And he's like, y'all are giving out 5th place trophies. So for those of you who didn't hear Kobe tell that story, want to play exactly what Kobe had to say then, I want you guys to listen to it, and we'll come back and continue on. Take a listen to Kobe Bryant here.
Do you coach your daughter's teams?
I do. I coach your team, yeah.
What kind of coach are you when coaching kids?
I'm yelling at them all the time.
Yeah.
No. I'm very patient and calm. I mean, I take a lot after Phil.
Have any of your ex-teammates seen you?
I'm not bringing the sages to the kids.
Have any of your ex-teammates seen you coach your daughters?
No, they haven't.
They haven't. I bet you they would get a good laugh out of watching.
Probably. I send Phil a couple videos actually of the kids running the triangle offense.
Oh, real? The kids run the triangle offense?
They do. They run the triangle offense. I send it to Phil, and Phil was like, "Oh my God, they're running it." Oh yeah, I had a good teacher.
And is there a lot of pressure on the kids to win?
No.
What is your feeling on participation trophies?
I hate them. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Are they allowed in the house?
Well, here, I'll tell you a story. So the team that I coached, last year we played in a tournament. We played up, and we came in 5th place. Mm-hmm. And so we're like, it's okay. We did all right. We'll do better next time, sort of thing. And we're getting ready to leave, and the tournament supervisor or whatever says, no, you guys have to stay. You guys get trophies. The trophies, 5th place? What the hell is going on? What the hell is this? And so he hands us the trophies, and the kids are all standing there with the trophies just completely pissed. And I asked one of the kids, what are you going to do with that trophy? He said, I'm going to break it.
Oh,
like,
really?
all right, you know what? All right, everybody bring it in. Bring it in, bring it in. Parents too, bring it in, bring it in. I said, listen, none of us want this trophy, right? I get it. But don't break it. Take it home, put it right there in your mantle in your room, And every day you look at that trophy and remind yourself what you'll never win again. And use it that way.
So you can lay there and just remind yourself of what a loser
What
you
a loser
are,
you were
and
that
make
day.
sure
That is
never
exactly
happens.
right.
So you heard what Kobe Bryant had to say. Let's address this issue from a macro standpoint. First of all, what is Mase saying? I personally believe that Mase feels like an individual like Kobe is more of a disciplinarian type of guy, a person that would make you actually go through the process. We discussed this yesterday when we were reacting to some comments that Rob Parker made. If you guys didn't see that show, I suggest you go see it. Where I was like, this story, this Bronny thing basically comes down to how people view the world, right? And people view this thing totally differently. It depends on how you see the world. There's some people, I just came across an audio. Ryan Clark is for it. Steven Jackson was talking about how he loves it, right? He loves the fact that LeBron did that. There are people that are all for this, and then there are people that are against it, right? There are people that are absolutely against it. I'm on the side as a parent, which is like, look, you got to go out there and earn it. Because when you earn something, you're going to value it more versus it being given to you. That's just my particular way of viewing things, right? Not to say that, oh, you're not going to help your kids. Obviously, you will when you can. But I think making them go through challenges and making them have to struggle for certain things, it builds their character, right? If everything is given to them, then where's the challenge in life? How do they build a strong character that they'll ultimately teach their kids, right? So that's the way I see it. And I think that that's the way Kobe saw it. That's the way Kobe saw it. And I'm sure that's the way he used to train his daughter when they were both alive. God rest their souls. So I think that's something that Mase saw. And that's the reason why he said it. I also think that there's a contingent of Laker fans out there saying like, man, what would Kobe be saying if all of these people were like, what would Kobe say if he was around looking at the state of affairs of the Los Angeles Lakers? I believe that there are a lot of people that would ask that question. What would Kobe say about this when they tried to hang the in-season tournament banner? What would Kobe, well, how do you think Kobe would feel about that? There are people out there that feel this. And I think that Mase probably tapped into that emotion of what would Kobe Bryant say? And I think he brings up a valid question, an understandable question. So to me, look, again, the way you guys already know where I stand on this issue. What surprises me, however, is that Mase said that. And even when he said it, you could hear Cameron was like a little bit surprised. Even the moderators were like, really? That's what you think? He was like, yeah. That's what I think. You're not going to hear people go out there, especially in mainstream media. You're not going to. Now, Mase and these guys are big enough to be in the mainstream. I mean, their show is huge. I think they have a $20 million contract. Deal with their show. So they're very big, obviously, for them to get a deal such as that. But it was refreshing to hear somebody with that type of voice go out there and say something different versus what's being parroted by all of these other people. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you guys on the next show. Peace.